Section F, Other trig functions. Although the unit circle can be used to very quickly evaluate sines and cosines, we can also use it to evaluate tangents, cotangents, secants, and cosecants. The first thing we need, though, are some identities that relate those four other trig functions to sines and cosines. The four identities we need are the tangent of theta is the sine of theta divided by the cosine of theta. The cotangent of theta is just the reciprocal of that, so the cosine of theta divided by the sine of theta. The secant of theta is the reciprocal of the cosine of theta, so 1 over the cosine of theta. And the cosecant of theta is the reciprocal of the sine of theta, 1 over the sine of theta. I can use these identities combined with my unit circle to evaluate tangents, cotangents, secants, and cosecants of all the angles around the unit circle. First example, the tangent of 5 pi over 6. Well, the tangent is defined as the sine over the cosine. So I can say the sine of 5 pi over 6 divided by the cosine of 5 pi over 6. Now I go and look at my unit circle. At 5 pi over 6, my sine is 1/2, and my cosine is negative root 3 over 2. Therefore, my tangent should equal 1/2 over negative root 3 over 2. And I have a little bit of work to do to simplify this, because I don't want to leave fractions inside fractions, and I also don't want to leave roots in my denominator. This is 1/2 times negative 2 over root 3. To divide, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. I can cancel my 2's, and I can get negative 1 over root 3. Rationalize your denominator, and we get negative root 3 over 3 for the tangent of 5 pi over 6. Next, let's evaluate the cotangent of 3 pi over 4. Cotangent is the cosine divided by the sine, so this is the cosine of 3 pi over 4 divided by the sine of 3 pi over 4. Cosine of 3 pi over 4 is negative root 2 over 2, and the sine of 3 pi over 4 is positive root 2 over 2. I could go through the same multiply by the reciprocal thing, or I could just realize these are going to cancel, leaving me just with negative 1 for my cotangent of 3 pi over 4. Next, I need to evaluate the secant of negative 5 pi over 3. Well, my identity for secant says that's the same as 1 divided by the cosine, so this is just 1 over the cosine of negative 5 pi over 3. Again, I don't have negative angles around my unit circle, but I can still figure this out. 5 pi over 3 is the angle over here, so negative 5 pi over 3 has to be spun the same amount in the opposite direction. I think that will be coterminal with pi over 3. So now I just need to find the cosine of pi over 3, and that's 1/2. This is going to equal 1 over 1/2. 1 divided by 1/2 is just 2. Go through the multiply by the reciprocal thing if you need to. Finally, the cosecant of pi equals 1 over the sine of pi. Sine of pi is just 0, so my cosecant is 1 divided by 0. But you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to divide by 0, so we have to say that our cosecant is undefined.